annual Mr. Pride Drag King contest. For those of you who do not know me, I am your current reigning Mr. Pittsburgh Pride of 2010. That is, until this fine panel of judges selects your new representative here tonight. I'm going to introduce them to you in just a moment, but first I would like to take this opportunity to tell you a little about the contest. Owned by Lindsay Sickler and her company Laszlo Productions, this contest began in 2002 and took a brief hiatus but came back strong in 2008. The contest is comprised of 3 sections: presentation, talent, and Q&A. The criteria for each category includes, but is not limited to, creativity, confidence, originality, poise, energy, and overall appearance. Points are deducted for a couple of different reasons across the categories, but the only thing you need to know as the audience is that performers may not accept tips. That is, the contestants. Our featured performers can't accept tips, so save your dollars for them. If you try to tip a contestant and they don't take the dollar, don't be offended, because those are the rules. Sorry. It's hot up here. My first experience with this contest was in 2008, just a few months before I actually moved to Pittsburgh. I was leaving behind a rowdy following in Columbus, Ohio, and I didn't want to miss a beat. Sadly, I did not win that year, or the year after. It wasn't until last May that I finally earned the privilege of representing Pittsburgh's drag king community on the Pride stage. You may not know this, but there is a lot more involved in this title than just looking sexy, wearing a crown, and riding in the parade. Mr. Pittsburgh Pride is required by contract to perform on the highly coveted Pride stage and assist in the production of 2 fundraisers during their reign. Those are the practical requirements. Additionally, the winner must be a leader among kings, fostering new performers, reaching out to the community to promote attendance at events, etc. In short, your face does not belong to you once you win this prize. I took that privilege and responsibility very seriously. You see, when this contest began, there was a thriving drag king scene here. In the years that I competed before I won, however, the scene was deflated by the loss of the distinguished Iron City Kings. I dedicated myself to changing that, and that was the promise I made to you last year during my Q&A. And it is with great pleasure that I tell you today that I, with the help of a great many other performers and our supporting allies, accomplished that goal. Since making that promise, I played an integral role in the founding of Pittsburgh's newest gender performance troupe, Hot Metal Hardware. I competed for and won the crown for the first ever Mr. Pgh, and continue to produce shows under the company named Kingdom Come. My motivation, however, was more than just keeping the promises I made to you. Seeing the community come together to support drag and watching new kings develop and begin to take on production roles of their own is the most fulfilling part of it all. Tonight we have 7 contestants. That's the most I've ever seen in my 4 years working on this event. I think you all know what I mean when I say there is a lot of love in this room. Let me hear the love right now, Katiba. Come on. Let those performers know that you are here to see them shine. All right, just a couple more items. On the journey of building up the scene, we found a home here at Katiba Soto. I would personally like to thank Frank and Renee and all of their staff for giving us the venue to do what we do best. Furthermore, although Katiba Bar is our home, we wouldn't be here if it was not for your support. You come to see HMH on First Fridays, you attend my events, you come support the queens, such as Georgia B. Cummings and Ms. Lady Rosa Moore. And don't think that we have not noticed. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now I'm going to introduce your judges for the evening. Sitting right here, we have Paula Smith. Sorry. She gave me a last minute change on her name and I was like, okay. Paula is a 50-year-old leather dyke residing in Pittsburgh with her partner Janice. She's held the national title of American Leather Woman in the year 2000, a title holder as well. Love that. In addition, she's helped to produce the event of American Brotherhood, which awards the national titles of American Leather Woman, Leather Man, and Leather Boy. She is the co-founder of Coastal Leather Allegiance to Wisdom and Service in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and has been active in the leather scene for the past 15 years. She has judged contests across the nation for more than a decade and is happy to be back to judge Mr. Pittsburgh Pride Drag contest. Paula works as a registered nurse in oncology and transplant intensive care unit and completed her Bachelor of Science nursing degree last year. She is mother of 2 daughters and a 9-year-old granddaughter. Leading a clean and sober life since '08, that is another great accomplishment which she's been proud to achieve. And then we have Mr. Larry Gubash. He's been a judge in the pageantry system for over 20 years, judging state and national continental pageants in Pittsburgh and surrounding areas and out of states. He's been backstage to help out at shows as well as at the pageants, also helping big names that come to Pittsburgh. Larry has been an instructor and director of numerous high schools in the surrounding areas as well as out of state, of high school color guard and dance for the past 32 years, in which his current high school has been undefeated for the last 27 years in their local circuit. And won national titles as well. Now currently working with GLBT in the Pride Parade, we are currently looking for members, they are currently looking for members that can spin, flag, or rifle that would like to be a part of the P-Town Color Guard, or anyone that wants to be a part of their unit. They're sponsored by P-Town Bar, and he's the director. They're currently rehearsing now to get ready for the parade. Anyone who wants to be a part of the P-Town Color Guard, please forward him your info. Thank you for this opportunity to be a part of the event tonight. And he says, may the best Mr. shine bright. And finally, last but not least, we have Betty Hill, who is the Executive Director of the Persad Center. The nation's second oldest counseling center for the LGBTQ communities. She has her master's from CMU and is a Western PA native. She lives in Swissville with her partner Kathy, their dog Andy, and their cat Hasty. Betty's performance credentials come from her work in theater at the Pleasant Valley Playhouse and as a member of the Indiana Players. She is honored to have been asked to be a judge for the evening. Without further ado, I'd like to bring you our first contestant of the evening. As I mentioned, we're going to begin with presentation. So I'll be reading their bios, and they're going to be showing you who they are.